Welcome back. So if you are watching, hopefully you've already seen the first video where I announced that I'm pregnant, and you hopefully want to keep up with the journey, so thank you for that. I promise that all videos will not be taken in the car. The lighting is good in the car. I'm by myself, it's quiet, so it makes sense to start a video, but this one hopefully won't fully take place in the car. I've got some errands to run. I need to go to the grocery store, but first I gotta get me a smoothie because this video will be an update on the second half of my first trimester and how that has gone for me. So if you're interested, then keep watching. That is like, I wouldn't say stressful, but that is the hardest thing for me about being pregnant, is how hungry I am all the time compared to how hungry I used to be. Like, I used to could eat once a day, which I know is not healthy or whatever, but I would do like some snacks throughout the day and like one meal and I'd be good. But now it's like, if I don't eat every 2 hours, I am sick, like on the floor somewhere. So,
Can grab some off my blend for you.
Give me just a second.
Alright, just let me know whenever you're ready.
Can I get a mango strawberry pure recharge, 20 ounce?
20 ounce for recharge, mango strawberry.
That is all.
Alright, so it's 5 56.
Thank you. Put my mask on because COVID. Ooh. I know what can happen. This one is actually pretty good. Kind of nervous because I'm going to Walmart. I don't like going to Walmart with all this craziness. I prefer to go to Publix and Target because the crowds are smaller. I feel like the people in Publix and Target follow social distancing a little bit better. Walmart's just so crowded and just, I don't know, it just doesn't feel safe. But there's some things I need that would be just more efficient to get to in Walmart. So it's the middle of the week and it's like 12 o'clock. So, well, I can already see I was wrong. I was about to say there shouldn't be that many people here, but it's Walmart. There's all these people here, but yeah, we'll see. See, this is why I do not go to the store by myself. I got all the way in and I forgot my freaking debit card. Adventures of someone with a pregnant mind. Showcasing the hardest part about getting produce. No, for real, opening these bags, ugh. One thing I really like about Walmart is that they have an entire section dedicated to gluten-free items. So shout out to Walmart for being inclusive and putting it in one compact area. I haven't been like diagnosed with a gluten allergy, but I have noticed that I definitely have less gas and less constipation and stomach problems when I avoid it. So when I do come into Walmart, I come to this section sometimes for certain things and other times just to try something new. So today is one of those just try something days. So I'm just seeing what goodies they have. I don't know if it's the mask or the extra weight, but I get so hot in the grocery store. It could be anxiety too, but I get hot and lightheaded. So this might be a short trip. Taking a turn down my favorite aisle at the moment, the juice aisle. If you know anything, staying hydrated while pregnant is super important, as always. Grabbing the Mott's apple juice because that's the best brand, and also it literally reminds me of my childhood. Like, I feel like I have a sippy cup when I'm drinking that juice, and it's just a moment of good memories. My least favorite part about Walmart is the water selection. It's at this moment where I realize that I will have to go to Publix because Walmart does not carry my water. I only drink alkaline spring water, preferably pH of 8 or higher. Next, we're looking at pillows. I have not used a pillow in at least 4 years. They actually give me a headache, but I'm looking for some support because sleeping has gotten a little bit uncomfortable lately. So I don't even know what type of pillow I like or need. I'm just trying something. You'll see me grab the super firm and we'll see. Another reason I don't like coming to Walmart is because I always leave with way more than what I intended. Week 8, I got out of the shower, and as I'm drying off, I'm noticing there's like skin like rolling on my hands as I'm drying off, and it was just peeling. My skin was just peeling. It didn't hurt or anything, but it was just happening. And I was freaking out. It was both hands. I didn't have a clue what was going on. I didn't even think pregnancy. I just thought something was wrong with me. But I looked it up, and apparently things like that happen randomly as a result of hormonal changes, which I realize is the result of, or is the cause of most things, weird things that happen. So yeah, my skin peeled week 8. It only did that for 1 day. I just put lotion on it. It didn't burn or anything. And then that was pretty much it. Actually, I'm lying. That wasn't it, because I want to say a few days later, the same thing happened under my arms. I'll insert pictures. It's a little bit grosser under my arms. But I didn't freak out because I just assumed it was the same thing with my hands, and it only lasted 1 day and it went away. So 8, 9, 10, it's pretty much the same. So I was still experiencing morning sickness, but it wasn't in the mornings. It was between noon and like 2 o'clock. I would get nauseous and just feel like I had to throw up, but I would never throw up. I think that was because I wasn't eating enough, honestly. Like I said, that's been one of the hardest parts for me. And I have never been a big breakfast person, so I think what was happening is I was waiting too long to eat. So even if I did eat before 12, I'd still gone too long, and the baby was basically like, feed me, and I listened, but too late. Really, I dealt with that not just weeks 8 through 11. That was pretty much the whole first trimester. I'm hard-headed. It took me a while to get it together. Week 11, this is kind of, it's not TMI because the whole video is just supposed to be informative. So week 11, I was experiencing a lot of gas and constipation. I know, but it's normal, it's natural. So it was pretty bad though. Like I was really uncomfortable, in a lot of pain. Like my stomach, every time I ate something, I felt like my stomach would just get hard. No matter what it was, I just felt like it would get hard. Which, at this point, whoa, excuse me, gas is still a thing. But I was still trying to eat very, very healthy, lots of green, lots of fruits, lots of vegetables, and just my normal diet and things that I usually like. And it was just not working the same with me. It was just making me extremely gassy. And it got so bad that I called the doctor this week, and I was like, I need some, I don't know, like, tell me what to do. Is this normal? What, like, how can I get some relief? Because I'm very uncomfortable. And the nurse suggested Metamucil, milk of magnesia, Cinecox, or prune juice. Now, I didn't try any of that. I wanted to go like the more natural route. So if anything, I would have tried the prune juice, but I just knew it was going to be so nasty. So what I did was I got some black cherry juice, because I've tried that before. Constipation is something that I've dealt with pretty much my whole life. Like when I was younger, I had to take a laxative every day or I would be constipated. And when I say constipated, sometimes I'd go like 2 weeks without going. So yeah, it's not something new, but that's actually one of the reasons that I switched to vegetarian 5 years ago, because I just wanted to see if it would be easier for me to digest food if I was not eating meat, which it did help a lot. But like I said in my first video, I had started craving meat, so I've been eating a little meat lately, and I think that's also why I am constipated, besides the hormones. The nausea, it was really bad with food smells, especially when I was cooking. It was really hard to be in the kitchen. So it was like I had to really have a chair in front of the stove that I would sit down in while I did most of the cooking, because I'm the type of person, I stand up in the kitchen and stay in the kitchen the entire time I'm cooking. Whether I'm in there for 30 minutes with a quick meal, or if I'm in there for like 4 hours, I will be in the kitchen. I don't know why I'm like that, but yeah, so that was a little harder during the first trimester. And if I'm honest, I didn't do as much cooking as I usually do, because of the nausea and because I was waiting too long to eat. So like by the time I was hungry, I was starving. Like I couldn't even stand hardly, and I just would be like, let's just go grab something. Or somebody would call, like some family would be like, oh, I cooked such and such, and I'm like, we're on the way, because it was easier that way. So shout out to family who cooked and who still cooks for me. So week 12, still having some gas, and the hunger kicked in like full gear, like wake me up out of my sleep. Like I had to have snacks near the bed so that if I did wake up hungry in the middle of the night, I didn't have to move too much. I could just grab that, eat it, and go back to sleep. But I have no choice but to eat at this point. Also week 12, I started having soreness in my legs, like both legs. At this point, it was when I would like separate them, like to get out of a car, or when I'd stand on one leg, like putting on pants or shoes or something like that. So that started in week 12. It's mostly the tops of my legs and like my hips. So I felt that. Second half of the first trimester, I definitely felt pregnant. I even felt big at one point. But now that I'm where I am now, I definitely feel pregnant. Oh, let me look at something else, because This is going to week 13, and I think I have an interesting note from this point. What's today? It's the 11th of November. This was October 1st. I have a note from then. How many weeks was I? Okay, that's what I thought. This was day 5 of week 13, so almost week 14. I felt flutters for the first time. So I know what gas feels like. And this was not gas. I know it was that specific day because I have a little diary that I keep to the baby, and I just write down, it's a lot of different stuff, but I just talk to the baby. I keep trying not to say, because at this point I know what the baby is, but I don't want to say, because next video I'll do a gender reveal. It was 11:35. It was like doo-doo-doo, and it was at the lower part of my abdomen area. It was just the 3 doo-doo-doops, and that was it. And I was just laying there, and I was just waiting for it to happen again, and it didn't, but I knew what it was, and it was the sweetest, like, I don't even know how to describe it. I just, in that moment, I was like, you're really in there. Like, I really have a baby inside of me. But usually, first-time moms don't feel movement until like week 18 to week 20. So I took that as a first-time mom doesn't know what it feels like, so you might feel things and not know that that's what it is. And then the second mom already knows what it feels like, so first time she's gonna be like, oh, that's the baby. But again, like I said in the first video, I pay attention to everything, so I felt it. I paid attention to it. It was late at night, so there was no distractions, and that's when the baby moved. So that was pretty magical, and that's pretty much how I ended week 13. Next video will be week 14 through 18. I'll also reveal the gender to you guys. I have an idea. So again, thank you for watching, and thank you for keeping up with this journey. I'll insert pictures of how the second half of the first trimester went. Again, I tried to look cute. This was not every day. I'm not even gonna lie to you, but I've been trying, you know. I'll insert bump pictures because I did grow a little bit. So the next few clips are just a few moments of me trying to see a belly and just getting used to the extra little fat there. My stomach's not, you know, like obviously pregnant, but it's definitely growing. So I was pretty amazed by every little change.